Hello, wankers. We are back.
Well, you are back in a big way.
Oh,
that's right.
Thank you.
That's right. You know what I got to say? Vroom, vroom, Vankas. That's right. This is a special edition of Vanka Hours with Gunter Steiner, brought to you by BetMGM. Because, Gunter, some news has dropped. This is why we had to delay our typical Vanka Hours, because you've been in boardrooms making deals and signing docs.
Wheeling and dealing, yeah.
Wheeling and dealing.
And dealing. Gunter Steiner and Moto GP are now intertwined, and thus the Vanka Hours Red Flags Network and Moto GP and now are intertwined. So, Gunter, can you tell the people a little bit about the news that just dropped today?
Yeah, I can tell the people. I just let the purchase of a Moto GP team of Tech3, KTM Tech3 team. We just bought it from the previous owner, Hervé Poncheral. And, it's a cool thing to do. I like bikes. I mean, it's very interesting. But for sure, you guys have got a lot of questions because you know shit about bikes.
Yeah, we don't know much about MotoGP. We know that it's extremely popular.
It's two
we
wheels,
know that
it's two wheels.
It's two wheels. It's motorcycles. We know that it's the kind of the Formula One equivalent of the motorcycle world. They drive on some of the same tracks.
It's the pinnacle of two wheels.
It's the pinnacle of motorcycles. And it's now about to be.
And there's a lot of butt shots. You see their asses like.
There are lots of shots of their juicy European asses.
All the wankers should watch us.
Yes.
That's right.
All the our watchers should watch MotoGP.
So, yes. Gunter, people are going to be very scared. Are you going to still have time to do the podcast because now that you're
absolutely
on a MotoGP
no
team?
problem. I will be always on podcast with you guys. I mean, that was one
what's
of the
your role?
things.
Was that a carve out like in the contract?
Exactly, carve out. Otherwise, I mean, I'm not buying it.
That's right. What's going to be your role at the team?
I will be chairman, executive chairman, and CEO. I will go to quite a lot of races, but not all of them. But I've got Richard, a buddy of mine. He's the team principal, so he's going to all the races. But I will be still doing some in F1 in TV and hanging around. But I will put some focus on MotoGP. I need to get it to work. So, and I need to learn a lot as well, by the way.
Guenther, does it feel good to be on the other side, to be the one calling the team principal and saying, Richard, what the fuck happened this week? You messed up 2 pit stops. I don't even know if they have pit stops.
No, they have no pit stops. They change the bike when it rains. They get out with the bike with different tires on. Yeah,
that's right.
So. But yeah, two messed up bike changes, and then he says to you, and then he says, "Oh my God, I thought we were on for a podium. We were almost rock stars, and we were wankers." And you get to be on the other end of that conversation. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Are you prepared? Are you prepared to be?
Not yet, because we will take over only next year, not right now. We take over beginning of 26. So yes, I'm excited, but I'm not prepared. No, I'm not prepared yet. I need to get my brain behind that one. So I will get ready. For Thailand next year.
Are we going to be? Is there going to be a camera crew following you? Are we going to get any Drive to Survive moments?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know yet what is happening on that in that sense, but could be. I don't know yet. But that's secondary. First, let's sort everything out and let's make it happen.
Can you put the current team as it is now in a little bit of F1 terms? Who are they within? Like, where does the team stand within MotoGP? What's their equivalent in F1?
It's very similar to F1. You've got the manufacturers, that like the Ferraris, the Mercedes, and then you've got the customer teams, but they are very close to the manufacturer teams in MotoGP. So where the team Tech3 stands is, I would say, it's a very good private team. It's a guy called Hervé Poncheral founded it, I think, in '99. I with history lessons, I never listened to them, but I think it was 99. He did a very good job, and very good guy. Real racer. He loves racing, and he just decided he wants maybe to do something else. But he will be still around. I want to keep Hervé around because, as I said, I'm not a specialist in bikes. I love them, but that doesn't mean if you like something that you know what you're doing. So I need to learn. So I want to keep Hervé Poncharal around next year to help Richard and myself to get up to speed. But it's a front-running customer team, Tech3. It's a front-running. They were always there. I think it's now one of the oldest, if not the oldest, private team in MotoGP. You know, so it's
like a
Williams. Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Williams.
And
Williams
on a
Guenther,
good day, not in a shit day.
Where we take it? Where? What's the plan? What's the 5-year plan? Where's this thing's okay? It's in the Williams spot on a good day, but that's still not atop the atop the paddock. Where are we taking this thing? We taking it to the top, baby?
That's the aim, to take it forward, to take it to the top, But we all know only one can be on top, and it has got all the potential. It's a good team, it's good people there, so why not,
And what is that secret sauce? In a Formula One team, when James Valls took over Williams, he said, "Oh, these things were outdated. Everything's on Excel. Blah 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 blah. We need our own wind tunnel. This, that, and the other thing." What are the low-hanging fruit? What's the low-hanging fruit in a MotoGP team like yours that you would need to step in and change?
I don't think in Tech3 there's any low-hanging fruit because they're already pretty good,
Yeah.
But it's always, again, I continue to say, I need first to understand the team before saying what we need to do. Because I never worked in it, and even if it would be an F1 team, I would take over where I know the sport very well. You need to go in there and see what you can do to help it, And it's like maybe taking some of the lessons from F1 and bring them in there. But you cannot go in there saying, I'm going to do this when you don't know what they actually do now or what is needed. It was similar when I moved to the States in NASCAR. The first 6 months I spent learning about it. You need to learn what you've got because, I've never been in I don't want to say I know MotoGP. Why would I? I've never worked in it, That would be very arrogant to say.
Well, you know a little bit more than us and maybe a lot of our audience. So can you maybe explain a little bit kind of what maybe some of the similarities and differences of MotoGP to Formula One? Like I'm looking at the 2025 standings. Seems like the Ducati is currently the bike to have. There's these two brothers that are in first and second, but one brother is absolutely running away with this thing as opposed to the other. How much of it is bike dependent? Is it more or less bike and machine dependent than Formula One? Or how much of it is team, driver? Where does that pie chart sit?
It's not a driver, it's a rider, just to correct you.
The rider.
The rider.
See, we're already learning. We're already learning. Don't exactly. All of them drivers, the riders.
Oh, it's the riders, yeah. At the moment, Marc Marquez is, obviously, it's the Max Verstappen of Moto GP, and he's on the best bike. So difficult to beat. But P2 onwards, every race weekend, somebody else can have it, Ducati seems to be the best bike, and for sure last year they were dominating. If you didn't have a Ducati, you couldn't win. This year the Ducati is still strong, but, the Aprilia finished second, KTM finished third, There's always a little bit of mix in it, So the Ducati, I think it's still the best bike, but that Ducati with Marc Marquez is the best rider with the best bike, But it's very close. So the similarities is, it has only 2 wheels instead of 4. That is very different to Formula One, And they got riders.
How's the overtaking?
Very good. Have you never watched the race?
No.
I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen highlights and bits
in Barcelona.
And pieces.
I'm in Barcelona right now,
That's right.
So watch it on TV. You will see, because you are an overtake freak, You will see some overtaking in
That's right.
In MotoGP. And MotoGP has got a sprint race every weekend, you see?
How about that?
And is there a strategy component?
No, the only strategy component is which tires you start on. But you have no. The races are very, very a lot shorter than F1. They are only about 40 minutes. Guess why? Because the fuel tank is small. So.
And it's much more. I would imagine.
Physically demanding.
It's definitely a different situation, and the danger is higher as well.
Yeah.
How much of it? like, is it when you say Ducati's the best bike right now? Is that engine? Is that aero? How, like, where does what makes a MotoGP bike better than the next?
It's as always a combination, but in the moment I think the aero has got is playing a big part of it. I think Ducati is just like using everything to the max, but as next year in Formula 1 is a new regulation, in MotoGP in 27, complete new bike regulation, different engine, complete different, I call it chassis regulation, no air anymore, because in the moment they use also ride height systems for the start, they lower the bike, so they don't wheelie and all that good stuff. That goes all the way in 27. So there is a completely reshuffle of everything in 27, and the engines go from 1000cc to 850cc, because in the moment they are just too powerful, these bikes, they are just too much.
Will your responsibilities at Tech3 extend to sponsorships?
Yes.
Doing a lot of the stuff you did at Haas? Will we be getting to see you do Chipotle commercials and posing in front of wooden houses and boats? Like
I hope so,
before?
because that means we found sponsors. I hope so, because I was very good at this commercial.
Yes.
So exactly. So tell that the sponsors say they come to us, and what they get with it, with the sponsorship, they don't not only get all the branding on the bike and all the hospitality, they get also me doing stupid shit.
Okay,
that's right.
So
maybe they even sponsor this podcast, Gunter. How about
that would be even a better idea.
There
So,
go.
They could sponsor the Tech3 could sponsor this podcast.
Not Tech3. The sponsor of Tech3 can sponsor the podcast.
Come on.
Or wait a minute. How maybe we could get a friends and family discount. How much is a little Vanka Hours decal? How much for a little decal on one ass cheek?
One ass cheek.
Because I know I've seen decals on the asses. Valuable real estate on the asses.
I think the ass belongs to the rider. I almost said driver myself. Whoa.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's their ass to sell, not
the
yours.
ass belongs to the rider. Okay, we can maybe have a conversation with the riders.
Yeah.
Well, Gunter, it's been a little bit since you've been a boss. Obviously, we're your bosses here at
exactly. I'm an employee.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm curious. You've had a little bit of hiatus from being in this type of position. What are you going to bring to your new CEO status? What are you taking with you from your Formula One days, and what are you changing based off what the brilliance you've seen of working with the two of us?
What are you leaving behind?
That's right.
Too.
What are you taking with you? What are you leaving behind?
I'm not leaving behind anything. I take everything with me. So no.
Okay.
No. Well, what I take of you two, I mean, I was pretty good in bullshit before. What I learned in this 1.5 years to be even better, So I will bring that to my new position as a CEO. I'm now a wanker CEO,
In all seriousness, what did you learn from Haas that you're going to bring to this new position?
I think there's nothing specific. There's not one thing. I mean, as I said before, I first want to see what is there before I say I bring something, because going saying, I will bring this one, then, and you haven't seen what is there, it's always difficult to do. I decided a long time ago, if you take on a new challenge, you first need to learn what the challenge is before you try to change something, So I don't know, but I mean, I'm an old man now, as you two guys remind me all the time. So I think I can. The most thing what I will bring is experience in high-end motorsport. I think
you don't have any management advice. You don't have any management advice for let's say hypothetically, you have any management advice for somebody who runs a podcast and they have a co-host that's kind of moving up in the world, making acquisitions, moving around, becoming unreliable, making waves in the news, and they're sort of hard to schedule with. What do you do with a co-host like that? How do you manage that situation? Do you have any advice for a podcaster that has a sort of very famous diva-ish co-host. Do you have any management advice for that? How would you manage that situation?
Are you speaking about you?
This is hypothetical, Guenther.
Okay, hypothetically. Okay.
Yeah, let's say hypothetically you had a podcast and you took on this guy who worked in the as a high profile in the business, and now he's moving on to another venture, and we're worried if you're curious if his head's going to still be in it.
And he acquired like a Moto GP team, and now his head is now he's going to be distracted. His head's going to. How do you manage that situation?
To fuck off.
There we go.
Here we go.
Guess what? As much, you know what, Gunter, you might leave some things behind you in Haas, but you will never leave your fuck off mentality. That will be with you wherever you go. Well, Gunter, we're very excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We wish you the best of luck in this endeavor. We hope to be along with you for the ride.
Yeah, you will be, but you need to start to watch this weekend. So when next time we speak, at least you know what the riders that they're overtaking, and then I want your opinion on the next. What you think about it? Yeah. Now you have to watch MotoGP. You set yourself up.
And where can we watch this?
It is live on American TV. Free as well. But what is
live on American TV? That's fucking specific.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But there is a button on the TV where it gives you all the. The race is on Sunday at 2:00 Central European time. It's 8:00 Eastern time, and then you need to get up at 5:00, Matt.
Well, and if you're going to be watching that, you're going to be rooting for Enea Bastianini.
Enea, not Enya. Enea.
Enea Bastianini, and of course, Maverick Viñales.
Who can forget that name when you call Maverick, huh? So.
Come on, baby. Maverick. And Enea. We're going to be rooting for them. They're going to be, they're the team, they're the riders currently on the team that Guenther's going to be taking over. So let's be rooting for them. Let's be rooting for Tech3, baby. We got some good stuff going. This was a special edition. Huge news for Guenther and the Red Flags Vanka Hours podcast universe. We're moving on up, baby.
Goodbye, Vankers.
Goodbye, Vankas.
Goodbye, Vankas.